Yo, it's Private Club Records, Made in Tokyo, Sarah Harrison, Lady in the Trap, it's lit. Skirt, skirt.
This is the Sarah Harrison Show. You heard it here first, you dig?
The Lady in the Trap, you already know she bring the heat first to the UK. Let's get it.
It's what it is.
Bang on a 3.6 FM. It's 2016 and we are back in the trap. And I'm so happy that my first one to kick off January is a guy by the name Madeintyo. I love it. You weren't just born with that name though, right?
Nah. I lived in Japan for 6 years. And from those 6 years, from ninth grade to a year out of high school, I was in Japan on the weekends in Tokyo all the time. And I felt like those years from those ages, that's the time that you grow up, the time that you're made. So that's where I feel like that's where I was made at. That's where I grew up at, and I started seeing different styles and started to sway to things that I liked and grab bits and pieces and just do me.
I bet that's such a dope culture to be exposed to at that age as well. You know, a lot of people, it's easier to kind of spend time in Europe or, more in the Western world. But I guess being exposed to the opposite side of the world, how did you end up there? You lived in Atlanta for the rest of the time, right?
Nah. So my father's in the military, so I move we just go down the timeline. So we'll start from this. We'll go from, I was born in Hawaii.
Nice.
And from there, moved back to Cali because that's where my parents and everybody was at. So I lived in Cali for a bit, stayed in Texas for a year, then moved to DC, Maryland area, Virginia, and was there for a bit, went back to Cali, went back to VA, and from VA around 8th grade, I moved to Tokyo, and I was there until I graduated high school a year out, and then after that, I moved to Atlanta, and I've been in Atlanta for 4 years now, back and forth, LA, and everywhere else I gotta do a show at, but Atlanta's home base right now, but I'm ready to move. It's really not a home, you really don't have the home base when you're just moving back and forth and doing shows.
Yeah, of course. Is there something about Atlanta that you don't really feel like you can base yourself there for the most part?
Atlanta's I like where, my father's from Georgia. My grandfather stays in Stone Mountain. I have some family out here, so I guess this is where our family house is. So this is where we lay our head at, and all of that, in the family pictures and all of that. Where I record, I have the studio slash close to the kitchen, and with all of that, I don't know, it's that vibe is, when I fly back in, then it feels like home, but when I fly into Tokyo, it feels like home. Or when I go to LA in certain parts, I feel hey, or where certain parts I stayed, every part feels kind of a little piece that I leave is home.
Sure, I get it, yeah. And speaking of family, so you're actually the younger brother of Royce Rizzy, is that right?
Yes.
Cool, so I've spun a couple of Royce Rizzy tracks on my show, so the UK listeners should be familiar with the name at least and some of his tracks. So was it kind of when you moved back from Tokyo back to Atlanta that you got into music with your brother and stuff?
Yeah, I've always did music, but that wasn't my main focus. It was one of those, I see my brother doing it, and let me write something, because I'm just gonna be sitting here looking crazy while we're just chilling, and
exactly.
And it became just something that we did, but I never really when he started taking it serious, I wasn't really taking it serious. I was just kind of doing me, I don't know, I was just into other things besides music. So after I would say after he moved away, like moved away. Like he graduated a year before me and moves away and goes back to the States and goes to Atlanta and is doing music. I started doing music, but like it took him to like kind of go away for me to start doing music and doing on my own, doing shows. And then finally, when I came to Atlanta, I moved in with him and we started working on music. So still then I was kind of still low key just around and trying to like figure out how I'm gonna brand something. And then I stopped doing rap for a minute and started making beats. And then my homie Richie, who did the I Want song that everybody's messing with right now for me, like he randomly sent me the beat. And I didn't really know him like that. He just sent me the beat and I did it. And like from there it was, I don't know, like from there people liked it. And like it went from 10 days. I told Rizzy after I recorded the I Want record, I was like, yo, let me put it on your SoundCloud because you got more followers and people are gonna listen to it.
Nice.
And,
yeah.
And he's like, me being the little brother, and I'm like, come on, like, what are you gonna lose out of this? Whatever. So we put it on there. 10 days later, I think the nice night that it was out, I was kicking it with Mike Zombie, who did Started From the Bottom beat.
Okay.
And Rizzy. So I link up with Rizzy and Mike Zombie. We end up going to a strip club. I'm not throwing no money. They're throwing money. I'm in there. This is like, because, you know, like I just put a song out. Nobody really knows me. Nothing like that. So that night, like we were so tired that we came back to Mike Zombie's hotel and we all like just KO'd. Woke up the next morning. I woke up before them. And my phone is like OD with like notifications out of control, and I'm like, what's going on? I'm looking at my phone like this morning, like that night, my phone was super dry.
Wow.
And then when I woke up in the morning, my phone is super like popping, like, and I'm looking at my phone like, yo, like it just keeps making noises, and I see that like that 10th day after it was out, somebody from Fader, which is my like one of my homies now, Matthew, ended up writing up a write-up on the song after the 10 days it was out. And after that, like it was just one of those where the song was on the top of a hill and somebody just kind of like pushed the ball, and now like everything is just kind of just rolling. And after that record, I put out the Uber Everywhere record. I recorded both of those records at the same time.
Nice. Okay.
Like, and it was just on some like really like Uber. Like I recorded it. I was in the kitchen with my family. Everybody was just around, and it was just one of those like, it wasn't your normal. You got your hooks and your verses and all of that. And originally it was just a verse, and like everybody that heard it was like, yo, you gotta put another verse on that. You gotta put another verse on that. And I'm kind of like, for a good month, I didn't put another verse on it. I was just like, and then it got to the point where it got intimidating when I heard the first verse. I was like, I don't know what to say. Like, yo, like I was just playing. Like I wasn't even like, you know, super serious. Like I was just like really just, like I would say, like when you're just in the zone and you just recording.
Sure.
So it's like you just record, and I record to the point where it's like there's certain things that won't be captured. Like there's certain things, like if you keep your camera always rolling, you'll capture some of the best moments. So if you keep your mic always on and you're always recording, you're gonna capture some of the best moments. Like, so it's like that's where I always try to keep the studio always open, because you never know when you might be sitting down or having a conversation with somebody and be like, that's it. So like that's how like really most of the records that I do is really spare the moment. Like so I keep recording, because like I just like, it's never know. Like people, like I got a message today in my DM and they were asking me like what, like matter of fact, no, like I'm gonna read it. Like, and I didn't I haven't messaged back to this yet, and I have this thing where I like to follow, I try to follow everybody back. This message that I got said, bro, what inspires you? Like when you go in the booth, like how do you go about making a song? And it's like I really wish there was a direct answer, because it's just like, just do you.
Yeah,
Like whatever, like like that vibe. Like you can't really give someone the, well, you do this and you get 2 apples, and you like there's no
manual.
there's nothing. Like it's like you got to do it. Like I could tell you what. Everybody, it's like this. Sit here, Drake could tell everybody what works for him, but like that may not work for this artist or this artist.
Not.
Like,
yeah.
You gotta do you. And if it works and it goes, like people like something different. So just do you. Like it's like this. I don't think nobody at the time when I made the Uber Everywhere song, I wasn't even really in the Ubers like that until until after the song, and I started going more places and going back to LA and going to New York, and I started using it like that, and people started hitting me up, and I started really interacting with people on my Snapchat, and people snap me while they're in Ubers playing my song, or all of that started to come where it's like, yo, like Uber is bigger than like what I was just saying. And like I heard it before and I had used it before, so I used it in my rap because I didn't hear nobody
That
use
is nuts. So it's literally an uncalculated.
it. It wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna do this Uber song so everybody can mess
Damn,
with it.
and it could come across as like it was calculated because it was only really your second track. So you'd think, oh, this guy's trying to like jump on some sort of wave.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, like I really was just on some like, it was a line. It was more of like a bar in my verse, and I ended up just looping and saying it again.
That is nuts.
People were like, yo, you gotta say that again. You just gotta say it again. Like that's dope. And then like after that, I recorded my whole like tape. Like I recorded most of like half of the songs that are out, I recorded them all around the same time. So people that are getting the newest stuff that came out was a tape that me and Rizzy just put out, and we worked on that recently. But we did that like a month ago, like, and putting all of it together. So what everybody's enjoying, the first couple of songs that I put out, I'm still working. And right now, like, I'm about to get in the studio with Metro.
Oh, heavy.
And work like crazy. Like, me and Metro plan to do some crazy stuff. I can only imagine. I got some crazy remixes that are about to come out.
You are such a dope artist in the sense that you just literally talked about your career without me having to ask the questions. I love it. I'm just sat here listening like the radio listeners right now.
I'm very open because I think me moving around and my father being in the military and having to meet people, you couldn't just be quiet or you were just going to be by yourself. Sure. So it's just like when I talk to people, I'm very open, and like, people might get it like, it's like this. When I do my music, like I like to paint a picture, regardless if it's a piped up picture or if it's a super sweet, straight out the Toronto 6 type of sound. like either way, like I'm gonna paint a picture, but long as what I'm painting and like long as what I'm creating is a jam, if it's dope, like that's what I want to stand for. I want to stand for good, like a good vibe. Kind of like when you hear Pharrell stuff, it's a jam. Regardless of what it is, it don't matter what type of stuff. It's from happy to I'm a rock star. Like, or like, or something like, but every song
it moves you in some way.
Like, every song's a jam, and that's where I want to come to a point where it doesn't even matter what song he puts out or what type of genre he puts out, because we know that he's making music and it's dope music, not just he's underground Atlanta, and that's cool. But it's like this, I'm not even from
that.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm so glad you've actually said that yourself. Like, not trying to be pigeonholed there, because there's just the market there is so rich. There's so many people, releasing music day in, day out. But I'm glad that you're in the headspace of just creating good music that's across the board.
I'm sitting here back and forth texting Ty, and I'm telling him, man, come on, just give me one of these hooks with one of these hooks for the ladies. Stop playing.
What, Ty Dolla sign?
Like, and and me and him are talking back and forth, and it's like this, like, because I want to do some other music. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's like this, out here Ty rap on something and then hear him sing on something. And it's like this, I got some stuff that I'm saying, I haven't put out yet, that I'm working, that I've been working with Heroes and Villains, and We got some dope stuff. I've been working with another producer named Apex. And Apex has produced some stuff for Travis Scott and Wonder Girl. Like a lot of different people that I've been getting a lot of different production. And like the new project is me. Like it's me, but I feel like it's made in Tokyo that people like they haven't heard. It's like bits and pieces of it, but this project that we just put out is definitely turned up Tokyo. Super energy. Like when like there's some songs that on that project that if I perform them, I have to throw water in the crowd.
Them ones, yeah, I know, right?
Like I'm super excited about. Like there's certain songs that I haven't that's on that project because I haven't performed like those songs on that project. So like I'm super excited for the next shows to like try those, like to perform those and like really like you make that performance and that song what it is.
Yeah, 100%.
Like as an artist, so it's like if you come out and the first time somebody hears this song and they see you do this crazy set and you're throwing water and super energy, they're gonna think about that when they hear the song when you're not around.
Yeah.
So it's like if you come out the stage and be like, "Hey, my name's blah blah."
It's
like,
not gonna
like,
impact people.
Yeah, like people are gonna be like this. Yeah, I've seen him perform, but nah, like so like that's is all with all of that. Like I'm in this point now where I've been making music. Like people are like, "Oh, well, you just came out." Like, and I'm like this. My brother's been making music forever. I've been making music. Like, this is my first like stuff that people know. Like people get a wave to and catch it out. And just so happened, like I just rebranded everything that I was doing and started over and like put this song out and like everything started moving the way I wanted to move. And just so happened I have a team around me, Private Club, and everybody's moving and putting stuff out and putting dope stuff out. And eventually people will see like not only it's just me or Royce Rizzy, but like everybody in my squad is as dope as me. Private Club.
Sure. So when did like, you and your brother decide to make this Private Club a thing? And it's a record label, right?
Yes. So I've always been saying Private Club, probably like since like 3 years ago. I've been saying
for what reason?
And I've been saying it for like 3 years, like, and like just on some like this, like I'm a do this. And the crazy thing about it is our Private Club drop is from a girl that I met. I met her online and we followed each other on like Tumblr, like back in the day when I used to be super on Tumblr. She's one of those, I would say, super gorgeous, right. Like big curly, like the girls that you see online with the big curly, like lion looking hair. And
that sounds like dope, me, to be honest. I'm kidding.
That's lit. That's lit.
So which tracks would we need to go to listen to like a less turn up Made in Tokyo? Because I feel like everything that I love about you, all the tracks that kind of stick out to me are the turn up ones. So which ones should we look out for and check out?
There's a song that me and Rizzy has that we have, and it's called Do It Right, and it's on my SoundCloud actually. And it's more like I don't know, like it's more like, I would say it's a summer like record, but it's me kind of singing like on this. Like there's gonna be other things, like I haven't put out some of my production of like house like beats that I'm working on and that I want to put out like in the summer and just do big videos for them. And you might see like a cameo of me walking like a split second in the video, but the video is just gonna be really cinematic and different things, and maybe people dancing and whatever, but just that feel of like good vibes, good music.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's exciting to hear you say about videos to come, because you've brought out only 2 thus far, right?
I know.
But I think, because I think both of them have made an impact in some way. And there's something interesting about both of them. I want to talk first of all about the I Want video, right? What was the whole concept behind you having an A and B section? So like the first section of the video, there's like a Latin song playing in the background, and there's like different footage kind of merged together, you guys partying like a couple, watching something on the laptop. Like, what's going on there? What's going on in that part?
So the song in the beginning, I don't have the exact title, but the song is a Japanese soul full like
Sick.
record, and we put that behind it, and we put some anime behind there, and like on top of that, I wanted to like I really wanted I want to capture in my videos real lifestyle, like nothing that's super flex, like all the way up. Like it's like this. If I talk about something, like I wouldn't say that there's some things that like in every rapper, I don't care. Like every rapper puts the 10 on top of the 10, unless you're like a conscious like super rapper, like and you're rapping about just real life things. But when you're making jams and stuff that's fun, you wanna make things that people to hear. So like I feel like with the video, like I wanted to just like I wanted the normal Tokyo. Like I wanted the normal like me laying in the bed watching some anime and just kicking it. Like the normal that everybody can do that.
Right.
Not the smoke and he has the Lambo and like you know like you have to show some type of growth. Like nobody starts out the gate with just a Lambo unless you're just rich.
But in the song you're talking about wanting all that stuff, right?
Yeah, and at the same time, I'm wanting it and being on a motor train, being on the train in Atlanta.
Yeah, I love that you did that, because the B part of the video is the actual song, and you filmed it for the entire shot on a MARTA train.
Yeah.
Like, why did you decide to keep it all in one shot for the duration of the song?
I don't know. Like honestly, like we ran it, but it was Sunday in the morning, super early, and that's the only time that the train is like that. But the whole time that we're filming this, you have older ladies getting on the train, and they're looking at us from the other angle. So all of these shots, we're really just trying to like get it done.
That is crazy.
And it's like, so like the whole time I'm performing this, and actually the shot that got put out, I'm performing this, but there's like two older ladies just staring at me while I'm performing this. So it was different. It was dope. There was another shot that I probably might release, just probably like in a blog or something. The shot that I was performing while the train was moving.
Oh yeah,
so like and it was super dope, but like I had more dope shots that people would like get it, like versus like just if I would have went off the eye of just what I wanted, then like I feel like it would have just kind of been took as like, oh, this is kind of artsy, different. But I wanted something that people can easily grab and be like, oh, well, he's on the train, he's performing, there's Japanese writing, and okay, like he made in Tokyo, like we get it. Like maybe like we're kind of confused, we don't know where he's from. Like I want people to read into it, invest their time into like, yo, this is what I'm doing and this is where I'm at with it, and I'm not flexing, this is just me.
Yeah.
Like you want to get, like you want people, that introduction is like everything. My main concern right now is get my videos done.
Sure. So what are you trying to shoot a video for next?
Oh man, it's so much, because I just put out the Made in Murder project, and they want to shoot videos.
Do party bus.
And it's like, yeah, and see, like that's the thing. Murder wants to shoot that, and well, I think he wants to do it in Canada, and like crazy budget, all that, like, and that's cool. But it's like there's songs on my first project that videos have to get done.
I feel you. Yeah, you have to work chronologically.
Like, I have songs that are produced that are in the same vibe as like Uber, that are from the same producer, K Swisher. But I want them to be shot where when you see this video, I have an idea for like Savage, like being like super like beach house vibe, like either Miami or LA. Like you really see like, oh man, like I wish I was there. Like I wish I was sipping on the lemonade that he's drinking. Like, you know, like I really want it to be like real detailed and show everybody that's around me, like my squad and all of that, and show a lifestyle that all the kids that listen to my music right now that rap what I do, like I want them to, like, you know what, like I want to be a part of Private Club, and like they could be a part of Private Club. Like it's not just like it's my squad, like my fans are like my homies.
Sick.
I'm a super open person, and I love when people say they want to do interviews. I'm like this. Oh
wow.
Yeah. great. Like, I'm like, great. Like, I'm like, great. This is dope. Like, so, like, we could, so
Sick.
you know, and we both know, and this is like basically an interview. It's just you getting to know me, and we capture
Exactly.
it.
It's not like
So,
an
like,
interrogation.
Nah, no, because some people take it. I feel like some artists take it like, I gotta do an interview, and I'm like, yo, like they want to talk to you about what you do. Like, you know, like how can you be mad? Like, yo, like some people don't ask about no one. Like, you know, like, or like some people don't get interviews.
Exactly.
You know, so like it's dope. Like versus, I'd rather do this type of interview than do an interview for a job for Walmart or something. Like,
That's
you
a
feel
good
me?
way
Like
of
this is
looking at
like
it.
this like, you know, like what type of interviews you want to do in life? Do you want to be getting interviewed, or do you want to go do interviews for a 9 to
Yeah,
5?
exactly. Simple.
Like, and that's where it's like, yeah, like nah, I can't. Like, I love making music so much. The people around me love making music so much, and I finally, like, I'm blessed to a point where everybody around me is family, and like everybody, like I wouldn't be where I was at if I didn't have like my pops like supporting all of us, and my mom being around, and Rizzy, and I have an older brother who does, like, he takes most of my pictures. He does videos. He didn't do both of those videos, but like he directs, and he just got off a tour with Monica,
Oh, that's
and
what's
like
up.
he does like dope stuff. Like, and then I have a younger brother that's not even doing his music yet, but he looks just like me.
No.
And but like he sings, and like I plan on doing everything that I have to do to get where I need to be. So one day when he puts out his project, he has nothing but the best production, the best PR team, the best whatever, everything that you need as an artist. He will know, because not only Rizzy's went through it, but his other older brother has went through it, and now it's like really just given to him. All he has to do is finish college right now.
Well, listen, this has been such an in-depth but informal conversation. It was really nice, like really nice getting to know you. Like, it's very exciting to have met you and spoken to you at this point in your career where you're so excited about what's to come, and you've definitely got a vision of where you want to be and how you want to develop, I guess.
Yeah.
So where can they listen to all your music? I know everything's pretty much on SoundCloud, right?
Yes, everything is on SoundCloud. Like everything else is in the works to get iTunes and Spotify.
Of course.
Yeah, everything else is, you know, is there. But like anything made in TYO or Private Club Records is something that everybody needs to click play
No doubt, man. Thank you so much for being on Sarah Harrison Show, Bang on a 3.6 FM. Look out for Made in Tokyo.